you have one more power out like this? No?
No.
Full?
Yeah. Completely back.
Yeah.
But you can do one thing.
I will, no.
Let us remove this power. We are not using this today.
What is that?
This is the mic.
You're not using mine?
We are not using this mic today.
Okay, that is okay.
Yeah, you can have this. Hello. તમે ક્યાં છો અત્યારે? Can you share your location? Lorton Market Station છો? Lorton Market Street. Lorton Market Street. તમારે લોકેશન શેર કરો ને મારી સાથે. Okay. And Lorton Market Station છે. તમે એ રોડ પર છો. હા. ઓકે, પહોંચે ને એમની તમને ક્યાં છે મને કે તમારી જોડે મને શોધવા પડશે તમને કોઈને મોકલીને. તમારી તમે ત્યાં આગળ છે ને ત્યાં છે ને તમે બિલ્ડિંગ કઈ આજુબાજુમાં કોઈ કોમ્પ્લેક્સ પાસે પહોંચીને મને કહો. કોઈ કોમ્પ્લેક્સ પાસે ઉભી રાખો.
It's a blue Toyota, I think.
Sienna?
No, it's a Freedom.
Oh, that is that one.
It says blue.
It's down.
પરફેક્ટ. લોટસ સ્ટેશન બોulevard પર છો ને તમે?
Thank you.
ના તો તમે ત્યાં ઉભા રહો. તમારી કારનો નંબર શું છે? બેને કાર કેમ છે? કયા કલરની છે? વેન છે વેન છે સેડાન છે ને ગ્રે કલરની સેડાન છે. ઓકે ફાઇન. અરે હું મોકલું જય સરને મોકલું છું. તમે ત્યાં જ ઉભા રહો. ત્યાં જ ઉભા રહો. हाँ जय सर आगे लेवा पड़ता है.
Lorton Station Road में है.
हाँ Lorton Station Road पे है. And they are, I mean, yes, like
Okay.
So they
Oh, Anuji, good morning. Oh, how about you? और ये डिग्री कैसे समझ में आना है yeah. Oh, one don't mind those. I have Lorton station route पर तो yeah, इसलिए वहाँ से ये तो ठीक है आपसे बताओ ड्राइव करो जब क्या है हाँ ना ज़्यादा ऊपर है और जाके जितना नहीं पर anyway हाँ ओके Good morning. GPS बंदी की कोई
Yeah, you have to put that information.
So Jay just lost because the GPS stopped working. So
Oh.
Jay is he's right here. I'm here by the office. They must be reaching. So by the time Jay comes, can you do pranayam? On guard? Yeah. આનો વિડીયો છે જ અવેલેબલ આનો વિડીયો રહેશે પછી પરમ દિવસથી અવેલેબલ થઈ જશે ઓકે સોરી નો નો gently sit straight eyes closed sit in a comfortable position sukhasana or padmasana in whichever pose you feel more comfort and stability is the posture for you. Sit any comfortable and relaxed pose. Take a long and deep breath inside. Slowly exhale. Again, take a long and deep breath inside. Slowly exhale. Before we begin our practice, let us pray to the Supreme, to the Divine. Let us pray for the welfare of our learning. Let us all learn together. Let us all give our efforts together for this learning. Let us all shine and prosper through this education. Let us protect each other throughout this education. And let there be no misunderstanding among us during this learning. Let there be peace everywhere. Physical peace, mental peace, and spiritual peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Few rounds of Omkar, chanting of Om. This is chanting of A, U, and M. Few rounds by your own. Breathe in. Silent breathing. Keep the eyes closed. Stay connected with your breath and feel the vibrations produced by the practice of Omkar. Very slowly and gently, with a smile on your face, you may open your eyes and relax.
Sorry, good morning.
Good morning.
Turn on. Is it on?
We'll start with the exercises, right? Look at the palms of your hands, tighten them, tight, tight, feel the tension, tight, relax, look at them again. Again, tighten them, tight, tight, feel the tension, tight, relax, look at them again. Last time, tighten them, tight, 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 feel the tension, tight, relax. Both the hands, pull in both directions, tight, tight, feel the tension, tight, tight, relax. Again, pull tight, 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 relax. Last time, pull tight, 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 relax. Right leg, toes toward the body, pull tight, 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 relax. Again, pull tight, tight, feel the tension, tight, relax. Last time, pull tight, 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 relax. Left leg, pull tight, 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 relax. Again, pull tight, tight, feel the tension, tight, tight, relax. Last time, pull tight, 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 relax. Chest, breathe in, expand the chest. Expand tight, tight, feel the tension, tight, relax. Again, breathe in, expand the chest, tight, 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 feel the tension, relax. Again, breathe in, expand tight, 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 relax. Stomach, breathe out, pull in, breathe out, pull in, pull in, pull in, pull in, pull. Relax. Again, breathe out, pull in, pull in, pull, pull, pull. Relax. Last time, breathe out, pull in, pull, 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 pull. Relax. Whole body, please stand up. On the toes, start pull, tight, tight, tight. Relax. Again on the toes, pull, tight, tight, tight. Relax. Last time, pull, tight, tight. Feel the tension, tight. Relax. Now we'll do that swinging exercise, Vaisu. That is, we'll breathe in from the nose, hands here. Breathe out from the mouth, forceful swinging the hands. Okay, now we'll do it with the music. 1, 2, 3 in, 5, 6 out.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
Swing.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
Okay, okay. Please sit down. Please sit down.
1, 2.
We're doing each exercise for half a minute. That was half a minute. At home, we want to do it for 1 minute each. Right? First exercise.
3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1,
Becomes a
2, 3,
jerk.
5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5,
Look up,
6,
look
1,
up.
2, 3,
Straight,
5, 6,
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
Breathe in
1,
up to
2,
3. Breathe in
5,
up to 3. Relax.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3,
Keep breathing in up to
1,
3.
2, 3, 5, 6.
Second exercise, stomach.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1,
Second
2,
exercise,
3, 5,
stomach.
6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
Breathe in 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
Breathe in.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2,
Third
3,
exercise,
5, 6,
stretch the
1, 2,
legs.
3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1,
Getting
2,
little
3,
bit of
5,
tremor.
6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1,
Because the
2,
muscles
3,
have
5,
become
6.
weak.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
Push this part in. This. Take it. Now.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
Okay, fourth
1,
exercise.
2, 3,
Very
5,
good.
6, 1, 2.
Breathe in 5 counts, stacking the breath. One shot, breathe out forcefully from the navel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out. 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 Fifth exercise, breathe in 5, hold 5, breathe out, emptying the lungs 5, hold empty 5. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold the lungs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, release slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold empty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold empty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do one more round. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold empty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See if some people feel like, because I see all doing all kinds of mudras, right? Don't do all those mudras. You can do the Shanti Mudra. It's this way, right? And you put your hand here. So the right hand comes on top, and here the left leg comes on top. So the left leg must be in front. Okay. You can sit. Huh? Shanti Mudra, right? So when you're doing this fifth exercise. Okay, sixth exercise. Take a deep breath. Lock the nose, push the chin down, swallow your own saliva. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, look up, release. Again, take a deep breath, lock the nose, push the chin down, swallow 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, look up, release. This should touch. This should touch, yeah. Okay. If you find it difficult to touch, lift the chest. They touch it, right? Okay. Take a deep breath. Block the nose. Push the chin down. Swallow 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look up. Release. Very good. Now we'll do 3, 2, 1 again. Stretch the legs. Third exercise.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
Okay, second exercise.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
First
1, 2,
exercise,
3,
yes.
5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5.
We'll do alternate breathing. Actually, someone has been practicing this alternate breathing for half an hour every day, and that person had vitiligo. I don't know if you know what is vitiligo, where the skin turns white patches you get on the skin. And the person just sent me an SMS message this morning that actually the color is coming back because of this one exercise. So we'll do 1 minute of alternate breathing.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
Okay. Now we'll do gold nugget. Take a deep breath. Breathe out. Pull in, pull in, pull in, pull in, pull in. Breathe out. Keep the breath out. Keep this pulled in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep pulling in. Take the other hand here. Start fast, shallow breathing. Try to breathe out only. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, now we'll do just plain rhythmic breathing. This is not an exercise. We want to bring rhythmic breathing into our breath all 24 hours, right? So we just practice, close your eyes and try to breathe with the music. Try to move both the stomach and chest. Don't take deep breaths, normal breaths. Little more than normal will do. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Very relaxed. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, Okay. Slowly open your eyes. Okay, now you've got the whole sequence. We'll repeat it this evening and tomorrow again we'll repeat it in the morning. Any questions, anyone else? Yeah.
In normal breathing, isn't your expiration a little longer than the inspiration?
No. Normal breathing, the inspiration is always what do you call longer than expiration. But when you do special yogic breathing, in all the yogic breathing, the expiration is longer than inspiration, right? But this is because it is a normal breathing, it is not a yogic breathing, right? So we have the inspiration longer. Wherever there is expansion and contraction in the universe, whether it is the waves of the sea going up and down, whether a galaxy is being born and is dying, right? Whether an amoeba is expanding and contracting, right? The expansion is always longer than contraction. So you have to make a little effort to push the breath out in 5-6. That little effort will pay you returns because it will, what you call, increase the power of the parasympathetic nervous system. Right? Yeah.
I have understood the 1, 2, 3, and then 5, 6 to mean that there is a kind of pause after 4. Is that something that just develops, whereas you don't consciously say 4 and you do a 1, 2, 3, 5, 6?
See, when you go on a Ferris wheel, right, there is no pause. The wheel is turning at a fixed speed. But still, when you're at the top, you feel a pause. But there is no pause. There's no pause. Right? So something is happening at 4. So at the sensitivity level, you may feel a pause. Because there's an exchange of breath and prana. Right? At 4. But in the movement, there is no pause. But still, there is a point where the breath goes from moving in to moving out. But it cannot be counted. Right, right. Okay, if I get time, I'll explain it. First, I'll explain the Omkar. Then we'll go further. Right. Okay. Omkar is made of 6 parts. I'll just write them on the board so that we can see. Pen. Pardon? Yeah. You can download the app. You can download the app. It's called 3SRB. So you put it on your phone and then go to sleep. Right. Black will be the best, I think. You need that liquid. Okay, Omkar is made of 6 parts. I'm going to teach you 5 parts today. The 6th part is only taught by the teacher to the disciple. Right? Now, a little bit of philosophy behind the Omkar. That there was a state where there was just wholeness, divine wholeness. Uh, in Indian scriptures, it is known as Paramatma. Right? That divine wholeness wanted to express itself. So, from Paramatma, it became Atma. From divine wholeness, it became divine fragments. Fragments. Right? What is the difference between the fragment and the whole? We don't ask. But some byproducts in this difference of vibrations, some byproducts were created. One of the byproducts is what we call the sound Om. It is the division of the one to the many. And again, the many want to go back into the one. So, it is a complete journey, Omkar, right? So on its own, it stands on itself. You don't have to do anything else. But this Omkar which I'm teaching you, nobody else will teach you. So you have to pay me by doing the exercises. That is the payment you give to me for teaching you this Omkar. Now energy is down. This chakra up here is known as Bindu. It is a very mystic and very small chakra, right? And God sits in that chakra. And we want to take the energy from down up to that chakra up there. This complete journey is Omkar. Now, from A, the material universe was born. From U, the molecular universe was born. So, I'm looking at you. I'm in which universe? The material universe, the cellular universe. But I'm looking at you at the same time, I'm saying friend or enemy inside. That is in which universe? The molecular universe. Can you get it? In Shastra, we call this as Bhu, and what is happening inside as Bhuva, right? When we study the Gayatri Mantra. So, the material universe was born, U, the molecular or the emotional universe, and M, the universe of electronics, that is the universe of thought. These three universes came out of this sound. Right? Now, the first sound we will do is A. But we don't say we say plus ah. And we try to hit the energy as low as possible. I'll just show it to you. So we take a deep breath. As deep as possible. Right? Again, come together, take a deep breath. Keep the mouth open. Again, take a deep breath. Again, take a deep breath. Okay, you'll have to practice at home. I can't practice for you. When I learned, I had to practice for 6 months. Then I could go to the other sound. I teach everything in 1 hour. Okay, so the ideal thing is that whenever you go for a holiday or you go to the beach, sit in front of the waves, right? Go early in the morning, sit in front of the waves and go, with the sound of the ocean. Practice and take it as deep as possible. You want the energy to rise, start rising. So you're hammering the energy to rise. right? You're exhaling. You take a deep breath. We'll do it 3 more times. Yes. When you're finished, everything will go inside, all round. So you go, right. But don't take it right at the end. Don't take it from the beginning. Otherwise, you won't be able to prolong the sound, right? Okay, do it again. Take a deep breath. Some more. Again, take a deep breath. Some more. Again, take a deep breath. Yeah.
Generating tremendous heat.
Hmm?
It's generating tremendous heat.
You block your right nostril.
But
Right.
that's after.
Yeah, but when you're doing the practice also you block it. When you're doing the exercises also block it. Right? But definitely 1 to 4 in the afternoon for 1 year. All the heat will go away.
So it's not supposed to generate.
Hmm?
Heat should not be generated.
There are 2 kinds of heat. One heat which gives comfort and one heat which burns. We don't want the heat which burns. Right? We want the heat which uplifts us. Right? Okay. We do it one more time. One more time. Take a deep breath. Keep the mouth open like a lion. Keep the mouth open like a lion is roaring. Right. See, be very careful of the sounds we produce. This universe is a membrane, right? Whatever we throw out comes back. There's nothing like a straight line over here. I can't get angry on her. What I throw out comes back. So we don't want to throw out such sounds that we are living in some tragedy or something, that there's a lot of suffering in my life. Thank you. Right? So make the sound like a roar of a lion. Not right? We do it one more time. Take a deep breath. Now, this is the sound of the material universe, and many things will start changing in our daily life because of this sound. Mainly, things will start balancing as far as money matters are concerned. You won't win a lottery or anything. So don't say every morning, tomorrow I'm going to win a lottery, right? But things will start balancing because it is the sound of the material universe. Another thing I see is that most people are not wearing socks. If you're doing mantra, please wear socks. Because otherwise you will gain a lot of energy from mantra and the earth will take everything away. Right? So keep an earthing between the earth and yourself. Now, yeah. Which one? Any earthing. This is an earthing. This that you're sitting on is an earthing. You don't need a tiger's asana or something. Of course, Yoganand used a tiger's skin as an asana. Have you been to Yoganand's place? A beautiful place in California. Not the ashram. Not the ashram. His bedroom. And you'll see he has a beautiful tiger skin asana. Another place you can, if you're going there, you can visit Ohio also, where Krishnamurti lived for so many years. Beautiful place. Okay, now the second sound is oo, but we don't say oo, we say it like the English word on. So we have the English word on, right? But we don't say the full na, we say half na. In Sanskrit we have rave. So we say aw, it will be nasal. Aw, right? Now, because the energy has risen, we now vibrate the whole chest area, right? Take a deep breath. Sorry. No. Nasal. Aw. It must vibrate. It must vibrate. Nose. Okay. We go back to KG class. Third KG class. Say with me. Ah, oh, oh, ah, oh, ah, oh, ah, ah, right. Okay, we'll do only Ukar just now. Just do Ukar. Right? Take a deep breath. Some more. Again, take a deep breath. Again, take a deep breath. One more. Take a deep breath. Now it's good. Right. Again, take a deep breath. Try to be as relaxed as possible. Don't. Because these are very powerful sounds. Anything you hold on to, you're amplifying. right? So we don't want to do that, right? Again, take a deep breath. Right. So this is the sound of the molecular universe, right? It will have a very big effect on my emotions. What is the function, the deeper function of our emotions? What is the deeper function of our emotions? Is it to feel for someone? Is it to fall in love? What is the deeper function? Or is it something else? What is hidden in emotions? A mother has a son, and the son is, say, 1,000 miles away, right? But if the son is in difficulty, does the mother know? No, she knows. She doesn't need a phone call, right? She knows, right? What does this say of the emotions within us? There is something hidden in it called perception, the ability to perceive, right? We perceive through thought, and but there is a possibility of perceiving through emotion. You understand another person, right? This is, I'm not talking about pity, sympathy. But sympathy is a better word because you're in sympathy with that person. You sympathize, you're vibrating at the same level. Right? So when you do this ukar, you're transforming the emotional energy. The emotional energy. See, we cannot love anyone. Our love comes with hate. Right? If I fall in love with someone and tomorrow she does something which I don't like, for that moment I'll hate her. Right? So we don't love anyone. We only love ourselves. Because, right? But we feel we fall in love with someone. Right? Similarly with our child. If he comes first in class, we love him a little more. And if he comes second in class, we love him a little less. So our love is like the share market. Right? It goes up and down. Up and down. Yeah. If you praise my lecture, my feeling for you will increase. The share price goes up. Right? This love has to be transformed. Transformed. So this ukar, it works directly on emotions. Right? It fills us with the joy of life because there's this what you call transformation of negative emotions. So complaining goes away from life. Putting the blame on someone else goes away from life. We realize something, that whatever happens in our life can only happen by our invitation. No one else is responsible. Right? So this ukar transforms the emotional perception. We start seeing the truth of life. Truth cannot be seen through thought. Truth has to be seen through emotions, perceived through emotions. So we are raising the vibrational level, the capacity of the emotions to feel, the capacity of the emotions to perceive. This is the sound of relationships. So all relationships will start balancing, bringing harmony. Somebody said harmony, I don't know. Right? So supposing I have a problem with you, now harmony will start coming in. Right? Many times my teacher used to make us do the last hour exercise. And in that we had to sit down and take a piece of paper, and we had to visualize that we are going to die after 1 hour. And what would I do in the last hour? And we had to seriously, think about this and put it down on paper. So if I had a problem with her for 20 years, right? But do I want to take it with me after death? So I'll say, no, I'll go and say sorry and, finish off the problem. So this is the sound of bringing harmony in relationship. This is the sound of healing, self-healing, healing of others. There are many healing techniques which are being sold in the market, right? But this is more powerful than any of them. So just using the sound, ooh, ooh, right? On the spiritual path, there is no encashment. There is no ATM machine. The minute you encash your money, the ego has it, right? So supposing I say, I did Omkar for you so that you can become better, and then I tell you, then the ego is encashed. Anything you do has to be done in the secret of the heart, right? Don't talk to anyone about it. Okay, so now we'll do this Ukar 3 more times, then we'll go ahead. Take a deep breath. Again, take a deep breath. Nasal. Right. How does a lion roar? Right? So lion knows only 2 sounds, and oo. It does not know ma. Only man knows ma. Now the third sound will vibrate the throat area. We brought the energy to the throat area. We'll just do HUM, simple humming. Right? Take a deep breath. Again, take a deep breath.
The mouth is closed.
Closed. Now, in the first two, the mouth was open. Now the mouth is closed. Again, take a deep breath. Okay, now let's combine the 3 sounds. Just a small thing that we have to overcome negativity. Overcome negativity. And negativity comes in many forms. Many forms. The deepest form of negativity is self-love. What a good boy am I? Right? I do something good for him. What a good boy am I? Right? I give 5 rupees to a beggar. What a good boy am I? Right? I get a prize. What a good boy am I? My name comes in the newspaper. What a good boy am I? 5 people are talking about me. What a good boy am I? Right? So that is the biggest form of negativity. It's called self-love. Right? Now, from that grows all negativity. Whether it is irritation because he does not feed my self-love. Right? So what we want to do is use this sound humming, just to be free of negativity. Right? So I've used this sound a lot over the years. I'm stuck in traffic, I feel irritated. Balance everything, right? You meet somebody who's not coming on time, you're in a hurry. You go to see a movie, the movie is boring, right? So you'll come to a stage where there's balance in life. This sound balances, brings a lot of balance. Now we'll just join the three sounds. I'll just show it to you. Ah, we will do for 4 to 5 seconds. Ooh, we will do for 4 to 5 seconds. Then we'll close the mouth and say mer for as long as possible, squeezing out all the air, right? So I'll just show it to you. I'll take a deep breath. Right? Squeeze it all out. Right? Do it together. Take a deep breath. Some more. Again, take a deep breath. Again, take a deep breath. Again. Very good. Now, what you'll do is you'll start this and you'll try to reach 20 minutes of practice. 20 minutes of practice. Second, you will see that we have moved from down to the chest to here, right? Now we have to move from here to here. So this will start only after we have reached 20 minutes of practice, not before we have reached 20 minutes of practice. So this may take 1 year to reach 20 minutes of practice. A thing which I forgot to tell you about the ukar is that it is also concerned, it is the sound of the dream world. It is the sound of the dream world. So a lot of dreams may change, a lot of consciousness may start coming in the dreams because of that sound. Right? For many years, I learned dream yoga from my teacher. So maybe someday we can talk about that too. Right, now to go from here to here, we do the dot. It's called the Bindu. The dot is called as Bindu. Right, I'll just show it to you once. And we now don't say HUM, we don't say that. We say something like NG. I'll just show it to you. Again, this is after 20 minutes. So it will, if you go with the Sanskrit alphabet, it'll go A, E, U, A, I, O, Ang. When you say the word Ang, the middle of the tongue touches the upper palate. Ang, Ang. The middle of the tongue will touch the upper palate, right? Now we want to force the vibrations up through the palate into the central brain cavity, which is known as the Brahmarandra, and open the top of the head called the Bindu. So I'll just show you. I'm touching the middle of the tongue to the upper palate, and I can feel vibrations pushing up to the top of my head. Huh? So it'll be. Got it? Right? Huh? Okay. NG. Touch the middle of the tongue to the upper palate. Little bit. Then you close the mouth. You open the mouth a little. Right? You're now pushing the vibrations up. Right. Take a deep breath. Again, take a deep breath. You feel the vibrations in the middle of the tongue. Huh? They must start moving up. Right? Do it again. Take a deep breath. Push it up. Push it up. Right? Do it again. Let me listen to what you're doing. Take a deep breath. Push it, push it. Where do we waste higher tone? Where do we waste higher tone? Huh? Shouting. Yeah. I get angry on you. I'm wasting higher tone. Right? Now, what is the purpose of higher tone? To open this. So what is needed inside, I'm wasting outside. Right? But if I can get angry in lower tone, without going into higher tone, right? So the idea is to use lower tone outside and higher tone inside. We use higher tone outside and lower tone inside, right? then whenever we use a higher tone, it is always violent, because it is full of aggressiveness. Hey, you do this, right? It is full of aggressiveness. So this Omkar will change it will make an 180-degree turn. Higher tone inside, lower tone outside. Lower tone. And this is the secret of living life. You don't have to get any angry on anyone. You just have to learn to use proper lower tones. Proper lower tones. So we do it again. Take a deep breath. Push it up, push it. Again, take a deep breath. Okay. So we have gone through how many parts? A, U, M, dot. Bindu. The dot is the Bindu. Now we'll go through the half moon. Half moon. The half moon is known as Daman. So when you play the harmonium, I don't know if any of you know the harmonium, and the air, there is no air, there is no sound coming out. So you push that what you push, I don't know the English name for it, is called as Daman. Bellow. Right? So you push, that is called Daman. That is which supports the sound. Right? Now the idea is that once we have come from here to here, we don't want to go back and say "ow" again, right? So we just need a little support to the sound. So we don't take a deep breath. We take a small breath. Let me just show you. Everybody breathe out completely. Breathe out. Now you're holding the breath out and you now feel the need to take breath. So don't take a deep breath like this. Breathe out again. Take a small breath, breathe out again. Again, take a small breath, breathe out again. Right? So the inner vacuum remains. This is called kumbhak. Can you get what I'm trying to say? Right? So what we do, we go, breath is empty. So I now don't take a full breath, I take a small breath. So I keep on hammering up there. I want to open that passageway. Right? That passageway is locked. Right? Many years ago, there was a serial called Saint Peter. And Christ had died on the cross. And then all his disciples were being looked after by Peter. So Christ came 3 times to Peter in the subtle body and told him what to do. Third time, he came, he says, they're going to arrest you and they're going to crucify you on the cross. You tell them one thing, that when you're on the cross, to turn the cross upside down. Turn the cross upside down. Now, The one position in which a person cannot die is called Sirshasana, headstand. A man has to fall down to die, right? He cannot die in this position. So now if he wants to die in that position, the Sirshasana, then the soul has to break this top part of the head, the chakra over there, and escape from here. That doesn't mean there'll be a crack in the head or something, right? Usually the soul goes out of the nose. With the last breath, it goes out. So the idea was that Peter may have opened some part, but some part may have been remaining. So Christ said that you turn it upside down, so it has to escape from there. It will break open the last part, right? So when you're doing this sound, you're opening this passageway. This Brahmarandra has 4 doors. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're opening this passageway. It's very, very important. Huh? So we do it again, right? We'll practice this, what do you call? This Dhaman we'll practice, right? Take a deep breath. Some more. Breath is empty. Take a small breath. Take a small breath. Take a small breath. Take a small breath. Right. Okay. Now this is the Omkar. Huh? So you must practice first for 20 minutes, then you go further from there. Any questions anyone has on? Yeah.
The last part, you did after every Omkara?
No. First you reach 20 minutes of just Aum.
Okay, this last part that you
Then you start the last part. Then you start the last part. Right? Like I said, the final part, the teacher teaches the disciple how to say the Omkar without saying it. Right? Right? So that will come much later. Any other questions, anyone? I hope you practice. Practice. Okay, yeah.
I definitely have a lot of blockages with the throat because anytime I'm doing these things, common thing is I'm talking. So anything I can do.
Do the 6th exercise at least 4 or 5 times a day. The 6th exercise, as much as possible. Right? "20 minutes, yeah. You can start with 5 minutes and then reach 20 minutes. Take a year, you don't have to hurry up.
You said you don't have to take those, it's a
Yeah, I'll just write it down. The app's name is 3SRB. The website is 3SRB dot and 3-step breath. Huh? Yeah, that's there. That's my guru's photo. Yeah. Okay. Now what we'll do is we still have some time. So what do you want to do? You want me to explain what that question was about four or huh?
And
Right?
also about dream yoga.
The dream yoga. Okay, that we'll take in the evening.
Ah, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah? I'll just explain this. You'll have to turn this way. What is fixed in the physical body? Is it the rate of circulation or is it the rate of breathing? Huh?
You can't control your circulation rate, but breathing you can control.
Circulation is normally in a healthy person fixed at 72 pulse rates a minute. But breathing is not fixed, right? If I get angry on you, definitely it's a different breath. No? Right. So every thought, every emotion has its own breath. So my breathing is never in rhythm and harmony. It goes with my thinking, it goes with my feeling. Now, when we breathe in, it is air plus, what does yoga say? What are we breathing in? Prana. Prana. You understand? We breathe in air plus energy, prana. It's not air, it's electricity. Electricity. Right? Now, so when they go in, both are together. Two friends are together. The air goes in and it comes into what we call the lungs. The lungs. The prana does not go in the lungs. Where does it go? Where does it? Huh? Huh? Yeah. So it goes, there's a nadi over here. In the right, it is called as pingla. In the left, it is called as ida. So the breath and the air, they move in together. And over here, they separate. They both go on different pathways. The prana goes in the nadi, the channel called the nadi. And the nadi wraps around the backbone. And it comes to a place over here called the perineum. Perineum. In yoga, the perineum is called a shivni. Now, one question which science cannot answer is why we have two nostrils, right? Because if we were supposed to breathe only air, then all we need is one hole over here. Definitely, nature did not make two nostrils to make us look beautiful, right? So why do we have two nostrils? Something which science can't answer, right? Yoga says that when the prana goes through the right nostril, it goes down to the perineum with a positive charge. When it goes through the right nostril, it goes down to the perineum with a positive charge. But when it goes through the left nostril, it goes down with a negative charge. Negative, positive, not in as good or bad. This is electricity. Electricity. Can you now understand what I'm trying to say? Now, when the prana comes to the perineum, there are two lungs over here, just as we have physical lungs. These lungs are called as Muladhara and Swadhisthana. Yeah. Muladhara is in the perineum, Swadhisthana is 45 degrees up this way, where the sex organ touches the body. Right? Now, in the physical body, the breathing in and breathing out are two separate actions. That is, you breathe in, you breathe out. Inspiration, expiration. Right? Here in the subtle body, this exchange of prana between here is simultaneous. You breathe in and you breathe out at the same time. You breathe in and you breathe out at the same time. Right? There are no two separate actions over there. So we have taken the breath in, the breath went in the lungs, the prana reached here, the prana went in over here, the old prana came out, it comes back in the nadi, and it finds its way, and here the breath is coming out, and the prana meets the breath, and they both go out together. Is this now clear to everyone? What will this mean? What will this mean? That the prana which I'm breathing out, is it the same one which went in, or is it of the previous breath? Of the previous breath. Because I'm breathing in, it is the prana. Breathe in, the prana is going in when I'm breathing out, and the old prana is coming out. Can you see? So the in-out action in the subtle body, in this subtle body, is opposite of this body. Opposite of this body. Now, this exchange of prana is at 12 per minute. But before I come to this 12 per minute, right? Where will our calculation go wrong? At what point will our calculation go wrong? No. The prana which I'm breathing out is of the previous breath. Where will my calculation go wrong? You know it already. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know it already. At the point of death, because we will breathe out, and the prana which will go out will be of the previous breath. So one prana remains. One prana remains. This is the pen drive. You know what is a pen drive? Your flash drive in the computer, you take all that is lying in the hard disk and you put it in the flash drive. You buy a new computer and you put the flash drive and everything comes. So everything that has to be stored is stored in that final prana that travels across time, and when the child breathes in and breathes out, that is what goes out. Can you get it? This means that all our memory patterns are stored in which area? Prana. In prana, right? I get angry on you, the memory of that anger is always lying in my prana. Now, this exchange of prana at this point is at a regular speed of 12 per minute. 12 per minute.
I accept what you're saying.
You have to accept because my teacher has told me and his guru told him. Right. It's not in any book.
No, I don't expect it.
You won't find this also in any book. No one has written about this. You won't find this anywhere. And for the first time, I'm revealing this, what he has whispered in my ear. Tell me.
I'm accepting it. The question just comes.
What?
Where was this 12 per minute at the subtle level? Profoundly discovered.
Yeah. The chakras move at certain speeds 12, 18, 36. I'm going to teach another exercise. I won't have time today, but I'm going to teach it this evening how to rotate the chakras. Right? The very advanced exercise I'm going to teach this evening. Right? 120, 180, 360. And then in very advanced 1200, 1800, 3600. No?
I'm listening.
Okay. Now this, but just now you take it as 12 per minute. Right? Then the horse and the rider are not together. You see, when you learn horse riding, and when both are together, right? Okay.
So when you're breathing faster because you're angry or because you're running,
Yeah.
people go jogging and all that is disturbed.
No, that is disturbed. But in jogging, it could be at this speed or this speed. Then again, there is a synchronicity. Yeah, I don't want. I won't go into that, but I'll take it in the evening. I'll take it in the evening. Right? Now, I'm a very angry person, say. Though I don't look angry. Right? Okay. Supposing. So, where is that habit of anger lying? In the prana. In the prana. Now, what are we doing in this rhythmic breathing? We are breathing at a fixed rate of 12 per minute. Right? Not only that, we are giving the breathing a rhythm of, right? Now, because we are breathing at a rate of 12 per minute, this rhythm goes into the subtle body because there's an exchange at 12 per minute. The rhythm penetrates the subtle body and the inner prana starts expanding and contracting at a fixed rhythm of 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Right? Supposing you call me something, my prana contracts. Right? Again, I'm angry, it will expand. Can you understand what I'm trying to say? But if the whole prana is moving in rhythm at 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, can I get angry on her? Not possible. Now that's the end of the matter. Right? I'll touch on one small thing over here. Have you understood this? A little at least. Right? A little. That why we are doing the rhythmic breathing. Why we are doing the rhythmic breathing. Just one more thing. Now we did that exercise, the alternate breathing. What are we doing in that exercise? Now I've explained everything. Let's see if you can tell me. What are we doing in that exercise? When I breathe from here, it is going with a positive current. And when I'm going breathe from here, it's going with a negative. So this is the perineum, right? I'm bringing a positive current, I'm bringing a negative. I'm provoking the perineum with a negative, positive, negative, positive. I'm provoking the perineum. I'm exciting the perineum. Can you get it?
This vibration from this positive and negative is this allowing you to
Excite the perineum. In the perineum, we have one chakra called Muladhara. It has the earth element. Earth element. Now, every few minutes, the element in my breathing is changing. The element. Now, this is a very deep science. I don't want to go into it. But the element which brings happiness is always the earth element. It always brings good fortune. It always brings happiness. Right? So when we are doing this exercise, we are exciting this. This is releasing the earth element in our breathing. Which element comes? The earth element. It brings happiness. It brings good fortune. Very good exercise to do before starting an exam or an interview or something, right? Or some days, if there are bad days, you do this exercise. Things balance out. It changes our destiny, right? Because it brings good fortune.
I'm still a little confused. What happens when you're breathing through both your nostrils? You're bringing negative charge to one and the positive charge to the other.
We feel we are breathing through both the nostrils. It's always imbalanced in one nostril. It's very, very rare that somebody can balance both the nadis. We balance the air, we don't balance the nadis. So don't go by what is written in the yoga books when you're breathing through both the nostrils. It has no meaning at all. Hmm?
So now it makes sense why in the shastras we talk about Ganapati, Muladhara, is the
Gana means, what does Gana mean? Gana means to count also, very true. But Gana means the negative energies of life. Pati means the one in whose control it is. The one who is free of negativity, Ganpati. Okay. Now, I want to just add one thing because of that example of 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Everything in life is born of three causes. We will call the instrumental cause, the material cause, the real cause. We'll cancel the real cause. Let us try to understand these two. I get angry on you. What is the instrumental cause and what is the material cause? What is the instrumental cause? What is the material cause?
This material cause is something I did that you're not happy with.
Okay, forget it. Let's go somewhere else. Okay, let's. Supposing there's a potter, he's making a pot. What does he need for making the pot? Clay. So clay is the which cause? Clay is the material with which he makes a pot. Clay is the material with which he makes a pot. So clay is the which cause? The material cause. The potter is the instrumental cause. He is the instrument which molds the clay. The instrument which molds the clay into a pot. Right? Supposing there is no clay. Supposing there is no clay. But we have 100 potters. Can he make a pot? Because there is no material. Okay, let's go back to the example. I get angry on you. What is the instrumental cause and what is the material cause? Instrumental is you hit me on the road. But the material called anger was already lying within me. Can you understand? The material called anger was always lying within me. You hit me on the road. But the material was lying. If there is no material, no clay, can I get angry? Can I get angry? Even if you hit me 100 times, can I get angry? Can you understand? So once the rhythm goes into the prana, and the prana is vibrating at 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, there is no material. There is no material which can now bring a reaction in life. You're free of reaction. And that is why this breathing is very important. Now let's go one step further still. Let's go one step further. After 7. But you can put on the music. You know, I used to, when my children were very young, very, very young, I used to read a story when they went to sleep. And I put on the music and I say, I'll continue the story only if you're breathing with the music. And it worked. It worked. Now we go one step further. Why did you hit me on the road? Was it an accident? Or did the anger lying within me, want to become more powerful? So it wants me to become, let's take it in another way. Now you understand the importance of the breathing. The importance of the breathing. See, what yogis go to ashrams and they go to Himalayas and they don't achieve their whole life, you will get just by doing this breathing. Right? Whole life they do sit in meditation and something happens and they get angry. And all that whole life's meditation is gone. You know, there's a beautiful story. Right? There's one person, he says, I want to become a yogi. So he wore orange clothes. He went into the jungle and he sat under a tree and he meditated. And he said, God takes care of everything. So food will come on its own. I don't have to do anything. And he was sitting under the meditation, the tree and meditating. And then he opened his eyes and the river is flowing. And there was a big leaf on the river with a big cream pudding on top of the leaf. I said, God has sent me food, and he ate the food. And this went on for 7 years. Every day he'd open his eyes and the big cream pudding is there. And he would eat his cream pudding and he lived for 7 years. After 7 years, the monkey did not calm down. So the monkey said, you better find out where this pudding is coming from. Now the problem came. So one day he went early and he started walking up the river. And he walked and walked and walked. And he came to a big tower. And on the tower, he saw there was one princess on the top of the tower. She was applying makeup to her body. And after some time, she would take out all the makeup, put it on a leaf, and let it float down the river. And he got so angry, got so angry. 7 years of meditation, gone. Right? Now, if he was breathing in rhythm, would the meditation go? It cannot go because you're breathing in rhythm. That's why it's very important to breathe in rhythm. Right. Okay. Now, let's go back to this same example. Many people talk about karma and this and that and all that. Patanjali has written so many sutras on karma when you study the Yoga Sutra. Right? Now, this material called anger, it is lying within me. Like that, there are so many other materials lying within me. And all these materials, they transcend time. They transcend time. So at the moment of death, the god of death comes and he says, okay, I'll take away all your money, I'll take away all your relationships, everything I'll take away. But he says, this material, you better carry it with you. You won't take it away. Right? So, supposing we say that I have 100 units of anger lying in my unconscious mind. What does this 100 units? These are real living people. Like you have a political party, right? These are living people inside of us. And what is the aim of the political party? What is the aim? Yeah, from 100 they want to become 101, right? The immediate aim is to become 101. How do they become 101? How do they become 101? Huh? Right. So, she hits me on the road. Out of this 100 lying in my unconscious mind, one anger comes into my conscious mind. So one comes and I forces me to become angry. So I get angry. So 1 plus 1 I created new. I created a new model, right? New 1 plus 1 becomes 2. 2. The scene goes away. Now, how many go back to the unconscious mind? 2. 1 came out. How many went back? 2. How many do I have now? How many do I have? Am I more in the prison or am I free from the prison? This is called karma. Can you understand? Simple. Now, one anger comes out, but I'm breathing in rhythm. So can I get angry? No, I cannot get angry. So the rule is it can only go back if it gets a friend. The rule is it can only go back otherwise it has to die. It has to die. Now, how many are remaining inside? Am I on the path of freedom? Am I free from karma? Can you get it? That is why you are breathing in rhythm, things change. Now, let us go a little further. Got a little more time.
So are you saying that we need to be exposed to all these events to allow that to come out?
Yes.
And find a friend?
And not find a friend. Very true. Very good. Very good. So she hit me on the road. Who has to say thank you? I have to say thank you because that was lying in the unconscious. One came out in the conscious, I became conscious of it, free of it. Free of it. And one day I'll be free of all the 99.
So rather than being upset when something like that happens,
Breathe in rhythm
being in rhythm and be grateful.
and be grateful and be conscious. Right? Slowly you're walking the path of freedom. Okay. Now, when I use the word I, what do I mean? When I use the word I, what do I mean? And what is really I? No. Tomorrow, if you are made the president of the Rotary Club, will you, when you say the word I, does it change or does it not change? Change, of course. So where is the physical body coming? You made the president of the club. Suddenly now the I has changed. If you win a lottery, the I changes. Right? And so it's not just the physical, it's what I include in I and what I exclude in I. I've included, I am the president of a club. I can't be the president of a country, so they have a club where by rotation everybody can become president. It's called the Rotary Club. Right? Okay. Nice game to play. Nice game to play. Now, what is the real I? Just now, not the real I, but the essential I. The essential I. Then we'll go to the real I. The essential I. Is it 100 anger? Is it 100 anger? Yeah. What am I? I am all that I'm holding inside. Right? If that inside changes, then the I changes. There's a transformation. No, you're not getting it. Not getting it. Okay, let's see it in some other way. Let's try to see it in some other way. This is the line of my life. Birth to death. These are the events which are going to come. I'm standing over here. Right? One of these events is a big accident. I'm going to stop over here. I'm going to stop over here. Now, whom is this accident coming to meet? Who is inviting this accident? I means what? I means what? What is lying within me? Because that political party wants to become more powerful. It is inviting the events of life. Can you understand? 100 anger. Now, out of this 100 anger, supposing it becomes 99, then this accident was coming to meet whom? 100. Can the accident come to meet me now? No, my line of time has changed. The events in my life will have a dramatic change because I have changed. I have changed. Try to meditate upon this. We'll talk about it in the evening. I'm going to give you one more small thing. Ari, very good, very good. The reaction to the event has changed. So events which were going to come tomorrow have changed. Because the person to whom they were going to come to meet is no longer there. He has risen somewhere else. The person has changed. The person has changed. What did Buddha say? There is pain. There is cause of pain. The cause can be known and removed. And if the cause is removed, pain which is going to come tomorrow can be avoid it. The, who was inviting the accident? 100, my structure, whatever. The 100 anger is just a part of my structure. Can you get it? But I changed my structure. I removed the cause, which was inviting that. So the pain will come, but I am no longer there. Pain which will come tomorrow can be avoided. These are four noble truths of Buddha. There is pain, there is a cause of pain, the cause can be known and removed, and if the cause is removed, pain which is yet to come can be avoided. Just by doing this rhythmic breathing, pain which is yet to come can be avoided. Please do the breathing all 24 hours. Make it a part of your life. Right? Finally, I'll say one small thing. When I was talking about this many years ago in the ashram, one guy got up and he says that in the morning, for the first hour in the morning, when I wake up, I remain conscious that not a single negative thought comes. No complaining about you, no finding fault about you, right? And of course, God is always at fault, right? And he says that once I do this, I watch the events of the next few days. And on some days I forget and I become negative. And then I watch the events. And he says there's a big change. I've seen over a period of a long time that if you're positive for 1 hour in the morning, the next 3 days will be different. And if you're negative for 1 hour in the morning, the next 3 days will have a different quality. So just what I'm talking about. In the evening, we'll learn the exercises for Kundalini Yoga, right? So we can practice them tomorrow morning again. And we'll go further we'll talk about something in the evening. Okay? Thank you. Have a good day.